are in South Africa.
There's nothing not to like about this.
Cheers, boys.
And we've collated the ultimate list of must-try South African food from locals,
Top chefs and our South African community of things that we have to try. That might be perfect.
For me, it's not just about a plate of food, it's all the stories that come with it.
because we have no idea what the dishes are. Instead, we've been given a series of places to go and people to meet, where all will be revealed.
You are no more guests, you are a family.
You're lost for words. I've never seen Jamie lost for words.
Oh, and did we mention we only have 24 hours in each city?
Completely blown our minds.
Oh wow.
This is special.
That is the most unbelievable day of people and food.
We think the best way to experience any city is through the eyes of a local. So I've worked with the South African Tourism Board and arranged for the boys to be driven around Johannesburg by Thabo, a brilliant guide who grew up in Soweto and still has loads of friends in the area. The city is the largest in South Africa. It's a sprawling, restless metropolis, a centre of commerce, culture and constant reinvention. But before we get to all that, stomachs are rumbling and it was dinner time. So where better to start than Chef Posy, a neighbourhood venue in the shadows of the widely recognised Soweto Towers.
What's up?
The weather.
The weather?
It makes them not to open today.
No way!
I'm telling you.
Our very first stop was to come here to Chef Posy. Apparently, it's absolutely buzzing with amazing kind of barbecue braai or Shisa Nyama food, but not today, because they don't open when it's raining heavily. The good news is Thabo grew up round here and he knows loads of awesome, great places. So on to somewhere else for food. It just won't be Chef Posy today.
Meat is 20 years in the making, right in the heart of Soweto, on the very same road as Nelson Mandela's house. The boys went inside to shelter from the rain in a spot that epitomises why food has always been Sorted's glue. A great excuse to bring people together.
We've literally come to the butcher's counter and we pick the meat. The meat gets weighed, we pay a price, we take it outside, it gets grilled. I mean, perfect.
Can you imagine having a grill that big?
That would fill my entire garden. What have you ordered?
Bourgeois sausage,
Right.
we got some chuck, we've got some short rib, we've got some brisket, and we've got some chicken. It's coming with pap and chakalaka.
I don't think we're going to be hungry.
To be honest, I didn't order, I just said, give us a selection of your best stuff, and it all looked good.
Oh.
I hope you're hungry, Thabo. I know why they call this place the meat. There's a pile of it.
On meat.
A pile of it, so it's all kind of jumbled up now.
And it's all with our hands.
Yeah, dig it.
Here's the spot.
That was epic. I don't think I've ever been to a place where you walk up and you point to a bunch of meat and they just weigh it for you and then you hand it to a bunch of chefs who just grill it for you. Like,
Yeah.
so good.
It's everything you could ever want.
Well, Friday night, there's music, there's groups of friends,
There's
there's
beers.
beers, there's sports on the TV, there is mounds of great food.
And it's all got that wonderful just lick of smoke. So it hasn't been cooking for hours and hours and hours. It's just a quick grill.
And a spicy marinade as well.
It was brilliant. I loved that so much. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't lie down there.
That was a lot of meat.
A lot of meat.
A lot of meat. Tabo's driving us home via
Yes, not straight home.
a bar of a friend of his.
And what a way to wrap up. A few beers in a very low-key locals joint. These gents have gathered here every Friday for decades to drink and chat about what matters. Family, health, politics and friendship. And it was very clear new guests were welcomed right in. They couldn't stay long though. I have a very full day of food planned for them tomorrow, so sleep was necessary.
Good morning. Charlie?
Oh, it's you guys.
Ben, how are you?
Good to see you, man.
Charlie is another local guide and a true storyteller. I've asked him to take the boys around the city with Thabo and highlight the diversity and variety of migrant communities that have shaped the city of Joburg. And fear not, food is, as always, high on the agenda. The first stop, however, perhaps not the most obvious.
This is the last thing I was expecting from coming to Joburg.
Yeah, I
Italian
was
food.
like, let's go on a food tour of Joburg. So,
Yeah.
first up, Italian. Okay, great.
Super Sconto in Orange Grove is South Africa's largest Italian deli and retailer. A family-run business, and it's Melissa, the daughter, that Charlie introduces them to.
So my dad started it when I was not even born, so 30 years ago it started. Basically, he had a passion for cooking, passion for Italian food, and he just wanted to be really connected to his heritage, right? So what he did is he opened it as a bottle store at first. Started that with like all the Italian wines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then he started going, our family trips were always every year to Italy to find suppliers. So we were finding, suppliers of cold meats, pasta brands, the tin tomatoes, all of that. And my gran was the chef. So before she
Nonna
was
in the
yes,
kitchen,
Nonna
yeah.
in the kitchen. So it's all her family recipes. I'll make up a plate for you guys, and then we can go from there.
Amazing.
Well, Johannesburg is a very old city, but still at the same time very young. Officially, Johannesburg is 140 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a lot happened within that short space of time. We are sitting on almost 1,800 meters above sea level.
That's really interesting. Do you know what else is about 1,800 metres above sea level? The top of the Grand Mesa in Colorado.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Last time I was at this height, I had a funny turn.
You got queasy.
You can feel it in Johannesburg because when you walk, especially you climb up the stairs, no matter how fit you are,
I didn't wait for the lift, I felt it.
yeah, you feel like, okay, I'm running short of breath here, I can't breathe. Yeah, so the city shouldn't exist, but it exists because of money. From day one when gold was discovered on the 4th of October 1886, everything changed overnight because migrants started coming in because the word started spreading very quickly. Gold in Johannesburg. Between 1886 and I would say 1890, almost 100,000 European migrants were in Johannesburg. About 2 or 3 years later, more than 500,000 migrants were here. So it was fastest migration the world had ever seen. This city has always been a city of migrants from then. It is still the city of money even today. People come here, they make their money, and they leave. And because of that, there was never a permanent community. People come and go, come in waves and waves,
communities that swap and
waves.
change.
This is our platter of cold meats.
Oh my
God. All right, so we've got some from Italy.
Incredible.
Amazing. Wow.
I'll
What
bring
a
you the
breakfast.
bottle.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, Charlie, this was not my first impression or expectation in Johannesburg. We have opera playing behind us, Italian opera. We have a charcuterie of cheese, meats, bread, vegetables, all from Italy.
Because you're in a migrant city.
Yeah, most places have like
An identity.
an identity that migrants then bring their
Not
own
this one.
elements into, and you find fusion and you find
Not this
but to not have its own identity in the first place and that be created by everyone that's turned up.
You know, the people that built Johannesburg were actually Italian stonemasons.
London kind of design and architecture, but Italian masonry.
Exactly.
I had an impression of how young Johannesburg was, but also how rich its life has been in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And to start it here, it's the best place to start for me as well.
We love a bit of
Yes.
This is perfect.
But this is also what I love is this is not just Italian-inspired food. They brought the Italian produce from where they loved it to here, and it is all the authentic stuff. It just happens to right now, in this moment in time, be in Johannesburg.
You can visit so many different countries in one city.
And with that, Charlie suggested the next nation on the agenda is China, another community who are so closely connected through their food and cuisine.
Good morning.
I'm actually born and bred in South Africa, so that makes me a 75-year-old resident in this area of this road.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The people in South Africa would say, where is your kaya? Your kaya is your home. This is my kaya. 90% of our forefathers all came to South Africa as young people looking for gold, in search of gold. Anyway, I thank you guys for making an effort in coming to visit our little Chinatown. Food binds everybody, and we're happy that you guys are making a special effort to visit us.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
that's brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
This is super authentic Chinese food and products that the community here love, and this is just one grocery store that sells it all. If you want it, you can get it here.
Keeps your energies up, like honey sweet, you know.
Oh, let's share one. Snap me a bit. Pastry. Really sticky syrup around there. Amazing.
I can't touch anything else now.
No?
One thing that will always travel with the community is the way they cook. Woks, the importance of tea, bamboo steamers. A moment ago, we could have been anywhere in Italy, and now this is like any Chinatown you'll find anywhere in the world, but more specifically, everything you need to feel at home, even when you're on the other side of the world. The challenge with a store like this is we're not cooking on this trip, so a lot of this is scratch cooking ingredients. However, still pick up something for the road, some ginger candy, a taste of China.
A short stroll down the same road, and Charlie insisted the team grab some food to take away from one Chinese restaurant in particular.
Cool, thank you.
And whilst they wait, the perfect beer from over 7,000 miles away. A true taste of home for the Chinese community.
We've stopped in at the Swallows Inn because George Bezos, who was Nelson Mandela's lawyer, this was his favourite place for Chinese food, and he literally supported this restaurant until the day he died. And we've come in and we've ordered the steak and rice, which was the dish that he always loved here. So yes, a local community, everyone has their favourites. This is also another slice of history.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
But we're not allowed to eat it here. We have to go to the Indian Quarter, get some samosas, and then eat the chow mein.
More ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love it. You travel the world just in a few blocks.
Step out of the car, the smells are incredible.
Archie? I cannot resist. A man puts food in my face and I have to eat it. It's delicious. It's like pakora.
Did you pay for that?
No, he just gave it to me on a pair of tongs.
It's ordering penne puri. You can either have mild or spicy. What do we want? 3 of each. Lucky dip. The daggers Evers gave me.
Basically crispy, filled with potato, and then like a sour hot sauce, all in one. It's the only way.
All in one? You're kidding me?
3 of these are spicy, 3 of these are mild.
Jamie!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Flavour sensation. So good.
Really fruity.
Spicy,
What the
sour,
heck?
fruity, crunchy.
That's the crunchiest smoothie I've ever had.
Lovely.
When somebody says to you, Nelson Mandela's lawyer loved this dish, I just can't ever imagine doing that.
Why this one? Oh, it's Nelson Mandela's best mate's favourite dish.
Yeah. I mean, it's damn good. Mixed chow mein and like a steak and rice.
Why are you laughing?
It's trying to explain this to our wives. Babe, how's Joburg going? Yeah, it's great so far. I've had the Italian jelly, Chinese, and Indian.
But the good news is, You can explain it with all of the history. It joins all the dots. The samosas are a real mixture. Some are potato, some are cheese.
Sweet corn cheese.
Some are lamb, some are chicken. It's a flavour sensation.
It's like the hottest thing in the world.
Molten cheese.
Oh dear. I've scalded in my tongue. I can't taste anything now.
Great. I'm glad we brought you to the most flavorful city in the world then. So it feels like we're really in the centre of things now. We're heading to Ethiopia. Well, not actually to Ethiopia, but the Ethiopian section of the city.
Charlie's brought us to an Ethiopian sort of quarter, and this building has lots of levels. The top level, bakery, so something phenomenal, yeasted, slightly sweet, cake flour-based bread. You'd have thought we'd have eaten enough, but now we've ordered injera, which is the Ethiopian bread with a few vegetable sides to enjoy with the homebrew, and the bread from upstairs.
Now, you love a light, crisp lager, don't you?
Yeah. What is this?
Homemade beer with yeast, honey, a green herb, and love.
And lots of love. Cheers, boys.
Ooh, very fizzy.
Really
Very fizzy.
Ooh, fruity and
hanging.
thick.
That is,
And then a little bit sour as well.
yeah. It looks like a hazy IPA. It tastes very, very
I think we
different.
would love that.
Fruity.
Kush.
Kush would
Yeah,
love that.
and that's the beer bottle.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it could be easily mistaken for some mango juice.
fruit juice, yeah, brewed on site, opened carefully because it's incredibly fizzy.
And it's going to go incredibly well with our injera, which is the bread that comes with chickpeas, lentils, chickpeas and turmeric, potatoes, spinach, beetroot, green beans, cabbage, tomatoes.
And it's just a sharing, like, wash your hands and away you go.
Lovely.
It's a fantastic soured bread that's got this amazing texture of kind of, it looks like tripe.
I know what you mean.
And yet it's a bready
Bouncy.
batter, like a pancake batter that's sour.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's very rare you have that sour bread, like sourdough, sure.
Yeah.
But for it to be that sour.
Chickpeas are really rich.
Yeah, so,
Is yours spicy?
no,
No.
it's really fruity.
Also, try the other bread from upstairs, which is more like a cake flour.
It's a sharer. Oh. That is sweet as expected as well.
A little bit of sugar. That's a cross between bread, cake, and crumpet.
Yeah, like a thick naan.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Fruity jalapeno or spicy?
Fruity.
Yeah.
I'll report back.
Is it a grower?
Okay. It's growing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to stop soon. But I'd say it's definitely worth hopping on board this roller coaster. A manageable, delicious, fruity spice. One thing for sure, if it wasn't for Charlie, there's not a chance in a million years I would have found this place.
If you're going to build a city, bring the best things from
Yeah.
every country from all over the world.
Yeah.
Put them in one place.
The Ethiopian house continues with a coffee ceremony on the floor beneath, a ritual that celebrates the origins of coffee as we know it, and because we love to interfere, Barry got involved.
I've been trusted with the task of toasting the coffee beans. I'm not sure how dark they're meant to go. I'm hoping they're going to tell me to stop. But toasting for a bit, darken, give them a blow away some of the husks.
I'm really sorry if he burns it.
After the roasting, the ceremony begins with the burning of incense as a spiritual cleansing and blessing to make way for the power of the caffeine.
Coffee was founded in Ethiopia by God shepherd who realized why goats get so excited with its plant. From there, coffee became an Ethiopian thing, part of their DNA. It is important for Ethiopians when they make coffee that they roast the beans, pan frying continuously. From the beginning of the day, from cooling, they grind the beans. And that is strong but freshest coffee you're ever gonna get. They are very health conscious. Take this plant for instance. It's called Tena Adam. Adam as in Adam and Eve translates to the health of Adam.
The health of Adam.
Okay? Smells really wonderful, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
It weakens the strength of the coffee if you don't want too strong. Okay.
Oh.
Taste half the coffee without.
Yeah.
And then you add the herb.
We'll probably put hairs on my chest. Oh my God.
You say that? It is fruity.
It's really fruity.
Oh, incredible.
You see,
wow.
if you look closely to your cup,
Yeah.
it looks a little bit oily.
Yeah.
Because what the pan does is when you fry it like that, it releases the oils and the flavors of the beans.
It's chocolatey as well.
Yeah.
It's like
It gives off fruit and nut bar, but not in a milky, dairy milk kind of way. But you're right.
You know when you have a really good quality chocolate and you're tasting notes. That's the first coffee that I've had in a long time that is that flavourful.
Yeah. Genuinely, milk would ruin that.
Absolutely.
Milk would ruin that.
Add the herb.
This is alchemy.
I'm straight away smelling it. I'm getting citrusy freshness from a coffee.
My goodness, it's smoother.
It is smoother.
Exactly.
I'm getting less of the fruit, but more
So even for a non-coffee drinker,
more coffee.
this actually for a non-coffee drinker is okay.
The city, also known as Johannesburg, never slows. So, with no rest for the hungry, Charlie had another meal lined up in the most unlikely of places.
We're going to a car wash for dinner.
Do you want
oil? Full wax.
Full wax.
In Knife's Edge, they go to a restaurant that's trying to get a Michelin star in New York, and the restaurant is in a subway.
Exactly.
The best ramen in Tokyo in the metro stations.
There you go.
I'll be honest, I've never heard of most of those dishes. I'd probably struggle to pronounce them, but I bet they taste amazing.
I've never seen this stuff before.
No. No, but if we get messy, it's all right. So we can go wash ourselves down over there.
Charlie explained that this was probably the closest they'd get to local homemade traditional South African food on his tour. A small kitchen operating under gazebos outside a car wash and garage.
Wow. Whoa.
Typically, South African or Southern African dish is mostly stews. There, that's the dumplings. So you have tripe, what we call them hodu. You have cow leg, what we call a mangina, and obviously that's oxtail. You dip the pap into the gravy, into the sauce.
So with the meat,
and then you eat it, and then you break with your hands.
Good. Pap is so satisfying.
Yeah, it is a very complete meal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tasty pap.
I'm going to go for the chili sauce. Oh, no.
Don't wipe your eyes.
It just scared you up front.
It dissipates.
Really scared me up front. But it doesn't grow from there.
Right. Tripe, baby.
Tripe is all a texture game, but actually when it is cooked for as long and as well as that, it literally just disappears and it's incredibly beefy.
That's very tasty.
The chocolate is delicious.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be honest, tripe has never been my go-to. So soft though.
Yeah? Oxtail is amazing.
Yeah, there is so much flavour in the corn.
With the end of the day approaching, the boys thanked Charlie for his wisdom and his storytelling, and Thabo suggested they round proceedings off, much like they began the day before, with another Shisa Nyama. This time in the shadows of the widely recognised Soweto Towers at Shafposi. Without the rain today, and they were in luck.
I think maybe some lamb. We haven't stopped eating all day, but still my eyes are bigger than my belly. We're getting good at this vibe. Basically, you see what's on offer, you pick your raw meat, it goes through onto the braai and it gets cooked. Couldn't be fresher. I mean, that is absolutely glowing red hot. We've picked pork chop, a few lamb chops, beef short rib and the beef boerewurst sausage, sprinkled with a secret seasoning, mopped with a bit of sauce at the end, and then, like so many places, served with pap, chakalaka, some coleslaw and some spinach. Another feast to share with the boys, with another beer.
But before that, the boys had to earn their dinner. Could Jamie overcome his fear of heights for the best view in the city?
I instantly regret this decision.
Oh my gosh!
I had this idea!
Why?
Jamie, the light is perfect. This is all for an intro. Arguably nigh on perfection.
I was just thinking about the video!
I thought it'd be really funny to prank Ben.
So did I.
And now it's less funny.
I love heights. I'm very happy up here.
Okay.
How's that for you, Jay?
Yep.
Sorted! Ebbers!
Back on Fermentera, Jay. The good news is I've ordered you pork chop, lamb chop, beef short rib and boerewurst.
I don't know if I can eat anything now, Evers. My stomach's all over the place.
You're using tongs?
I was given tongs at this place and cutlery.
No,
you don't learn anything in 24 hours.
We have washed our hands. Let's get involved.
24 hours after we started in Johannesburg, we're back where we started with Braai. But it feels like we've been around the world in that 24 hours, just in the city.
You know I love a story, but understanding why all of these different communities and cultures and therefore cuisines exist in the city and celebrate what they do so well has made it even tastier. What I love is this place is called Chafposi, which literally means the hiding place. And it's where traditionally men would come to hide and drink and like get away from the household. It became so cool, the wives would then start rocking up and going, we want to be a part of this too. And now it's just for everyone. Whatever level, it's basically people come together and eat great food.
We were going to come here without you.
You wouldn't have made it up that tower without me.
Perfect. It is a sensational city.
Yeah.
Isn't it worrying that a conversation about migrating and migrants is so polarising right now? And yet Johannesburg is a celebration of why it has and does work.
What's amazing is that our South Africa journey doesn't end here.
The mystery tour continues.